Welcome to the 5 Letters Podcast, featuring myself, Yels,
alongside Cam.
And yo, it's me, Bez.
Yo, it's easier to fuck these women with 4 chains swinging, 3 rings blinging, 2 straps gripping, 1 shot out the Glock, leave your head back spilling. Emerald cut diamonds, say I'm Pyrex living. How can I say this in a friendly way? Before we fuck, babe, I beg you sign this NDA. Take you shopping, what, Louis or the Fendi way? And we can stay on Park Lane, not in MPK. She wanna snap in a lamb, but I ain't moving the whip. Just run downstairs for another cough quick. Mayfair hold
check. Yes. Episode 34.
He's lost it.
34 episodes, he's finally broke it.
Yeah, this is myself, yo. This is episode 34 of the 5 Letters Podcast. That right there, that was Digga D, track entitled Pump 101. Yeah, man, he's getting into his like early noughties kind of hip hop kind of G-Unit, that kind of vibe, like getting into all of that. And I don't know where the Five Guys smokers come from, but
he must have beef with someone who works at Five Guys before.
yeah,
someone's patting his food.
Five Guys definitely bangs. It definitely bangs. Go get you a Five Guys, people.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I believe Digga D in it. I'm on his side of things. I feel like he's the cooler person out of YouTube.
Should we get him on the podcast?
Do you know what? Yeah, I would swap both of you for him. In
wow.
Just
damn.
Saying.
Wow.
Just saying.
That how it is, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, the numbers would be all the way up. No, I'm joking. Nah, you are irreplaceable. But yeah, episode 34, like I've said. It's been another 2 weeks. We're back again. Just a little announcement, I guess you could say, just regarding the last episode, the previous episode, episode 33. Obviously, the audio wasn't as crystal clear as we're so used to. Yeah, like we said, we have a new recording setup, so we're just trying to iron out some of the kinks and stuff like that. This episode, we think is going to sound better. We're hoping it's going to sound a lot better anyway. We're trying some new things. We're trying to work out. So hopefully it's better than last week. But yeah, or last 2 weeks. But apologies about that. Apologies for Bez's quietness. We're hoping this week he's going to be loud. He's going to be the loudest one, right, Bez?
I'm going to be here. I'm here.
Oh yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see. But yeah, it's been 2 weeks. It's been another 2 weeks. How have you been? Talk to me.
Yeah, last 2 weeks. Yeah, I haven't really done much. Like, it's been 2022 has been riding hard so far. Like, but actually no, yeah, it was my sister's birthday 2 weeks ago. Last weekend. Yeah, birthday was Monday.
Shout out to your sister.
Happy birthday, sis. Yeah, so her birthday was last week. So I went to the Alchemist in Embassy Gardens, which is a nice bar sort of restaurant kind of place. Yeah, would highly recommend. They do nice cocktails, like them dry ice ones, which is all like steamy, and those kind of like these weird. They've got their fancy names, and it's a nice place, and it's good food, and quite affordable as well. Like,
really,
for where it is, I was expecting like,
where was it again?
Embassy Gardens, like, so it's kind of like down Chelsea, sort of southwest sort of way. Cocktails were like £9, which.
That's quite cheap.
That's reasonable, yeah.
I would expect it to be 18, 20. 13, 14, yeah.
I was thinking 18, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. But yeah, £9 for a cocktail, like, and the cocktails were good, as I was saying. So yeah, it was a nice spot. I would recommend if Valentine's Day is coming up. So get your bookings in now, people.
Who's the lucky lady you're taking there then?
Mum, if you're listening. And yeah, other than that, it was her birthday on Monday, so I just went to the parents' house and just had cake and dinner. And yeah, other than that, just been working and getting back into the runs, getting on these hilly streets.
These hilly streets.
Jeez, I see you. What about you, Cam? How's the 2 weeks been?
Oh, uneventful. I've not done anything. I've just been chilling, I guess, but not so chilling because work is boring and long, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've not done. I don't think I've done anything else. Yeah, that's it really. Just been at home, living life, going out for rides sometimes when I feel like it.
Yeah.
But that's about it really.
Living like
And you, sir?
What's my 2 weeks been like? My 2 weeks been calm, yeah. Like, I've literally just been sat in the house, honestly. Like, this month, yeah, for those who don't know, obviously, me and Bez said on the podcast a couple episodes ago that we moved. So yeah, the past month was just like so much money spent on stuff to do with that I was like, you know what,
I've got nothing left.
I've got nothing left. The Tiger King, when I was like, I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Yeah, it was them vibes for the past couple of weeks. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me just sit my ass down. So yeah, I've just been indoors, just chilling, playing some Far Cry, playing FIFA, watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but we're gonna get into that later. Yeah, so kind of boring 2 weeks, I guess, for all of us a bit.
No.
But
All right.
what
Speak
you
for
got?
yourself. my 2 weeks are never boring. I may do nothing worth talking about, but it's never boring.
Sounds boring to me, my G.
I went to the Alchemist.
Well, damn, right. I'm here with these sensitive brothers, right?
2
And
more
they
weeks
wonder-
for you, my friend.
And they wonder why we trade them for Digga D. Do you think he would get this offended?
You call him boring, he be pulling out a shit.
No, he wouldn't. Yeah. He wouldn't be boring. That's right. That's different.
We're not boring, that's what we're trying to say to you. Bro.
Yeah.
Right, we'll let the listeners decide on that one. But yes, we're back. So let's get to the first topic. Boris Johnson, my man, is on the ropes. What do you lot think? Have you not heard about all the stuff that's been going on with him? Obviously, he's eased up the coronavirus restrictions in England. I think it's to try and make people like him.
Yeah.
You say upped?
He's eased up.
Eased it.
Eased up.
Yeah, so the Plan B restrictions that were put in December, so the mask indoor mandate, the vaccine passport in air quotes, and what was the other thing?
The
Work from home if you can.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, all of that is being removed. Bezos doesn't like it, but yeah, all of that is being removed.
It's because it just reminded me of the email we got the other day from like one of the chairmen saying, now that Boris is Boris announced, kind of start thinking to go back into the office now, and I'm just it's reminded me. So I was like, oh shit, yeah, sweating.
So here we go.
Literally, at no point during this whole thing has anyone said anything about ever going back into the office.
Must be nice.
Yeah,
Must be nice.
it's alright. I don't know. I feel like the job would be more bearable if I was surrounded by people.
Yeah, you think so?
Because of how my job is, it would be easier. Because obviously, there's not enough downtime to actually do anything when I'm at home. So, but if I was at work, then the small amount of downtime I do have, I could just talk to people. Because I could try and watch something, but there's not enough time for that. I could try and do whatever, but there's not enough time to do anything. But it's like a small conversation, or like to even just talk about the people that we're talking to, because some of them need to be talked about because they're stupid as hell. But just to have a little joke at someone else's expense is always nice.
Mean girls in the office.
I said meow. But yeah, so that's happened. But the reason why he's doing this, and the reason why he's done the BBC thing that if you've not heard about, where they're freezing the
TV license prices.
Yeah, the TV license prices for how long?
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. I think it was 3 years. The reason why they're doing all this is to distract and try and take people's minds off of the party that were happening in number 10 Downing Street. That no one told Boris was against the rules. Apparently, he didn't know. He had no idea, even though he's the prime minister of the bloody country.
And he was the one who announced the rules in front of his box podium thing, saying, "Work from home, don't party, stay at home, da da da.
Don't go to work. Don't socialize with more than one person outside." Like, nah. So yeah, he's on the ropes. Even his entire party, well, not his entire party, but a large amount of his party seem to be turning on him. They're ready to get him out.
Yeah, I don't follow any of this stuff, but the radio's usually on in my house.
Yeah.
Just because my parents have it on. And I feel like they were just running clips of people telling him to resign. And I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's literally like Arsene Wenger at Arsenal.
It's time to go! Alright, Claude.
Yeah, they're getting the banners out. Like, thank you for your service, big man. Yeah, you've done amazing thing. Thank you for all the years. Round of applause, yeah. Round of applause, yeah. Like, it's time to go. That's what man is saying right now for Boris. Like, yeah, and it's so funny because a lot of these MPs and stuff like probably wouldn't have got voted in without him, but now they're all just like, nah, like we ain't gonna get, like, it's like we're not gonna get voted again if you're still here.
Yeah.
So we need you gone. Like,
They just throw him under the bus. Well, he threw himself under the bus, to be fair, but yeah, it's like get rid of him so we can try it. But they're not getting voted in again anyway, surely. Like, we live in a bubble. We live in a bubble.
That's what I'm saying. We live in the London bubble. We're on the Twitter bubble. Like, we're in so many different bubbles. Like, it's crazy because if you just follow everything that happens in London and you follow everything that happens on Twitter, where it's mostly younger people, you think Labour would be walking almost every election. But then you get into rural, middle of nowhere Townsville somewhere, and you start talking to the 60 to 75-year-olds, and they're all like, "Oh, I just think Boris is a lovely bloke." It's like, oh, god damn it! So, then you realise how this happens. Like,
nah, it's true. To be fair, when Jeremy Corbyn was running against Boris, I was like, "There's no way he's losing this." My man Jezza, come on! And
he got smoked,
and then Brexit, same again. No way with Brexit. No way. Then Brexit, that means that. And
I was like, this is good content. If it goes through, this is very good content, man.
You're not wrong.
Nah. People have been living off of Brexit for years. Can't lie. Like, where would Nigel Farage be if the vote was like if his side lost? He'd be redundant now, probably.
Wasn't he there the other day trying to big up Novak Djokovic, saying like keep him in work sort of thing? He's like, keep him in the country, keep him in Australia.
Yeah,
the irony.
Yeah, it's a shame he did get deported. He didn't get in the end. As an update for that, we talked about it last week. Last podcast. I don't know why. Like, the default is to say last week, isn't it? But the last podcast was 2 weeks ago, so I need to just say last podcast. But
last episode.
Or last episode, yes. So yeah, we spoke about Djokovic last episode, but because we weren't sure what would happen, and then it turned out he got deported.
Was he there when he was meant to be playing still, or did he deport before his game or matches or whatever?
I think they deported him before.
I think just before it started.
Just before it started.
Because they did like 2 court hearings or something. Because he got allowed to stay, and then they switched up on like the last minute, and then kicked him out.
So his visa was revoked. Then a judge overruled that. And then they just revoked his visa again and deported him.
So peak.
So the government said no.
Yeah.
They just kept saying no, and other people were like yes, and then they were just like no.
Yeah. Basically.
That's jokes.
But yeah, like, so what do you lot think? We've had Boris since 2019, I think, is when the last general election was. It was either 2018 or 2019, one or two. Either like late 2018 or early-ish 2019.
Was it 5 years in England?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so probably with 2018 then I feel like he's only got is it 2024? I feel like it's 2023 the next election should be.
Let's double check that.
He got voted. When was Theresa May in? That was like
Theresa May?
Yeah.
Like 2015.
2015, okay.
2015? No, it was 2017.
Theresa May?
Because it was after Brexit was 2016.
Yeah, it must have been. Sorry, yeah, the Brexit vote was 2016, you're right. So yeah, she would have been about 2017-ish. You're right, yeah. So yeah, the next general election is 2024, so yeah, it would have been 2019. But I think it would have been like quite the beginning of 2019 or May-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been 3 years.
He's had a heck of a 3 years, hasn't he? Like,
Boris. Well,
The world's had a heck of a 3 years.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's had a tough run. Brexit to deal with, COVID to deal with. I mean, that's enough, isn't it?
that's definitely
He's dealt with it poorly, though.
He has dealt with it horribly.
unfortunately.
He's dealt with it poorly.
Unfortunately, he had a hard task and did it just poorly.
It's not unfortunate. If you have any sense, you would know that this is not the man that you want to lead the crisis.
So I don't get why he got voted in the first place. Like, you just look at him; he doesn't look like a man who I want to lead my country. But here we are, 3 years later.
What did he do as mayor? I don't even.
Nothing.
I don't even know.
Boris Bikes. That wasn't even his idea.
Boris Bikes.
That wasn't even his idea, really, originally.
And wasn't it Boris buses as well? Like the hop on buses again. Like the
bendy ones.
The hop on off hop.
The old school Route Master ones.
Yeah, they remade them sort of thing. They're like Boris buses or something, weren't they?
Yeah, but the Boris it always gives you jokes because the Boris Bikes, it was Ken Livingston, who was the mayor beforehand, who started that idea. It probably wasn't his idea. It was probably like someone underneath him or whatever.
Yeah.
But that they put the steps in motion. It just so happened that it was finished and rolled out when Boris came in, and it just became Boris Bikes. And I was like, oh my god, like, mad. But yeah, no. Even as mayor, like the thing is, like with mayor, you kind of fly under the radar a little bit. Like Sadiq Khan. Like, you kind of know what he does, like, when something happens, when, like, TFL prices going up or whatever, you're like, Sadiq, what's wrong with you? But also, like, on the day-to-day one, it's minor. But when you're the Prime Minister, like, almost everything you do,
It's coming back to you.
Yeah, it's, like, scrutinised and whatnot. So it's, like, Boris is, once that light has been shown on him, like, people are like, yo, you're looking funny in the light, my G. so.
Yeah, I feel like he's. Do you think he's gonna get removed? Like his time.
So essentially, for those who don't know, the most likely way that he'll be removed is via a vote of no confidence from Conservative MPs, and in order to trigger that, you need basically a certain amount of Conservative MPs need to hand in a letter of no confidence to the leader of the. It's some guy, I can't remember his position, but some guy that needs to hand in letters. And if they reach the threshold, I think it's 54 MPs, that triggers a vote of no confidence. If the vote of no confidence is successful, which is just a 50-50 vote, if over 50 people say we have no confidence in you, Maggie, then it goes to a leadership contest where he can't run. However, I would say if they even get to the vote of no confidence, even if he wins that, I think he'll probably resign. Because at that point, yeah, you lost the dressing room at that point.
What if he's too proud?
Football analogies.
He's too proud to step down.
Nah, man. He's lost the dressing room. Like once you, as it goes in football, once you've lost the dressing room, it doesn't matter.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, even if the board can come out and back you, whatever, it doesn't matter. You've lost the dressing room. It's only a matter of time. So yeah, it's gone. So I think. And apparently people already have been handing in letters. They just haven't crossed the threshold yet. So I think once the report comes out from Sue Gray, she's the woman who's doing the reporting to all the parties and everything. She's leading the investigation, so to speak. Once her report comes out, which is meant to come out next week, if that's like damning, if it's like, nah, Boris, he was signing all the invitations, he was like doing all this, then yeah, my man's gone. If it does say, do you know what, Boris is he was a bit naive or was a bit foolish, but he couldn't have known any better. If it says something like that, he might live to fight another day.
But isn't like she reports to him, doesn't she?
She's a civil. Well, everyone reports to him technically. But
yeah,
she's
but I mean, like
servant,
like he will kind of has to see the report, or he's involved in the investigation sort of thing. So it's not like
I reckon. So I'm sure she probably has spoken to him about it, but she's also spoken to Dominic Cummings, and Dominic Cummings is like.
Gone.
He's gone, but he's very anti this government.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he's always on
dropping the tweets and stuff.
Like man will say Matt Hancock's incompetent, like this, that, the other thing. Like he's fully on smoke.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
And he did say also that he said that he specifically told Boris that these parties were against the law, and that Boris said, "Fuck it." Essentially. So.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we'll-
it's gonna be peak for him. It's gonna be peak for
So
him.
yeah, it depends what whether Sue believes Dominic Cummings. It depends if anyone else backs up Dominic. If anyone else backs up what Boris is saying. It depends what happens. So that report is going to be spicy. I'm hoping that he goes there. Not that it's going to make any difference because all we're going to get is either Rishi Sunak or Liz Truss or one of them who are equally funny in the light.
I feel like Rishi Sunak is just even worse.
Probably. He's less of a bumbling idiot.
Yeah.
But
That's your prime minister.
He's proper bumbling idiot. I think that's a perfect like analogy for him as a bumbling idiot.
Yeah. Rishi Sunak is that he just seems more professional, but he's still just as evil, if you want to call it that. So yeah, nah.
Yeah. Did you see his announcement about the whole? I think I sent it to the group chat. His announcement about the whole like beer and stuff like that. They're reducing the taxes on it and then increasing the taxes on like the hard liquor.
Yeah.
These men aren't for us, man. It's just
he was like, yeah, beer, it's coming down, wine. I'm like, yes, I love it. And then spirits up. I was like, my guy, what is
I didn't
wrong
listen
with you?
that far. I heard him saying all the beer and that was down. I was like, I don't really care. I'm not going to drink it anyways.
Yeah.
I didn't get to him saying about the spirits. I was just hoping it was good.
It was basically saying that you're going to try and make the taxes more proportional based on the strength of the alcohol.
yeah.
So beers which are kind of less alcoholic content down, spirits because they got the higher amount of alcoholic content, taxes up.
WKDs for the
Yeah,
lads. Let's go.
it's time to get wasted on WKDs.
Oh man.
They go down nice, so you just...
Nah, you know what you need to do? You just get the premix cans. The premix cans have lower alcoholic content.
That's true actually. That's a good point.
You're still getting the good stuff.
But to be fair, they're too expensive anyway for what they are.
They do like 3 for £6 or something in Tesco.
Yeah, but the
sometimes.
amount of alcohol that's actually in them.
True.
Yeah. To get like, for example, to get like a bottle of vodka's worth of alcohol in a premix can, you're
Yep.
spending like £100. So yeah.
But then with Rishi's new price deduction, you never know. You might be getting.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see.
A pound of beer. That's what I'm...
You wanna what?
Pound
They
of
start
beer.
spending beer for £1. People get all...
I might have to get involved. I might have to, do you know what? If they did that, I might have to get involved.
I can't do beer at
There's
all.
certain beers I can hack. Like as long as it has to be like.
You like cider, don't you, as well?
cider's vibe.
Yeah, he says ciders as well. Beers like draft beers and ciders. So
Cider's like I like a good fruity cider, or like one that's like berry flavored and stuff like that. You don't like it?
it's like they all taste the same. Beer and cider both taste the same to me.
I don't think I've ever
That's
had a
wild.
cider.
That's a wild statement.
They
Yes.
taste exactly the same. Like they both taste butters.
Absolutely not. Cider tastes closer to juice than like out of any
It's
alcohol.
made from fruits,
This
man.
is what I'm saying,
Yeah.
out of any alcohol, cider
But
is
it's,
the
they
one that
both
tastes
use wheat,
juicy.
don't they, to make them? They both like barley is or wheat or something to make them.
It's both. It could be either of them, but beer is literally all that,
Yeah.
and cider is mostly apples and pears.
Mm.
So that's why cider just to me tastes like fruit juice, and beer doesn't.
Yeah, nah.
And then the cider flavors, it'll be apple and pears or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like strawberries or blackberries or wild berries or whatever. So it's just super fruity or super like. I don't know. That's a wild statement to hear. Like you saying beer and cider taste the same. Like to me, is like saying lemonade and Coca-Cola taste the same. It's just
Really?
yeah. They taste absolutely different to me.
Nah, to me, like literally, I only get the like alcohol taste, and it's just both the same.
We're gonna have to get Cam to try some cider and be
Some cider taster.
I mean, I haven't had beer since I was like 18, so
Get beers and
nah, bro, I'm not touching that.
Get some lager, some ale.
To be fair, last episode afterwards, I gave Cam some food. I cooked that with some beer.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know what you want me to say to that. I'm not against beer. I just don't like the taste of it.
I'm just saying.
If
Well,
you cook the taste away,
actually,
if you
You
cook
like
it
the
down and get the taste away,
yeah, obviously,
then
all the alcohol was evaporated and whatnot. But yeah. So.
Why did you cooked it with beer? What was that? What, just like for taste or?
No, it doesn't. So yeah, it doesn't really add much to the taste of it, but just helps. So you know where like when you're cooking, you might add water or something.
Yeah.
Like say like you start off with like oil, some seasonings, some onions, garlic, whatever. Then what happens is obviously the seasoning starts as the oil and it fries up. The seasoning starts to stick to the bottom.
Yeah.
Bottom. What you can do like is add water, but also what you can do, or what works a little bit better, is if you add beer or red wine or even white wine, I think. And then I can't remember what chefs call it.
Reduction.
They call it making a reduction, or they call it deglazing the pan.
Right.
Which is getting the thing. So then you want to boil off the alcohol, so it's not alcoholic really, and the taste is not really doesn't really come through, but it just helps bring out the flavors.
Okay.
And it looks good while you're doing it too.
It does look good, especially with the red wine. I find that. But even with the beer, it kind of looks cool as well. And then like it's really strong. Like when you put it in, you could really it smells like a brewery. But eventually, it just fades away.
So you managed to the Budweiser. You managed to make use of it then.
Yeah, because I just had that Budweiser in the fridge. And I was like, what am I gonna do with this? I was like, actually, let's do that. Because I don't drink beer either. So then that's how it goes. That's how it was. So I was just saying, actually, Cam, you had beer 2 weeks ago. You said I haven't had it since I was 18. You had it 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
You haven't drank beer.
I haven't drank any beer for many, many years.
Yeah, I have to get you beer tasting.
I feel like I've had maybe 2 or 3 cans and unfinished cans also of beer in my life, because I was never about it. I was like, this is disgusting. I'm not drinking it. I will stay sober. I'm good.
Have you had Desperados, no?
Maybe
the
once.
tequila flavoured one.
Again, tasting
Maybe.
is normal beer to me.
The taste buds are wonky. this is the conclusion I'm coming to, is that your taste buds are wonky.
No, it just still tastes the same. Like, I think when I went to Bournemouth last time, I was drinking Desperados or Corona because someone just kept buying it for me. And I just remember it being disgusting. I was just like drinking it, and because obviously someone's bought it for me, I don't want to just throw it away, but I just remember sipping it and being like, oh, this is horrible. And just like I haven't had any other beer since, again, maybe 18, when I tried like a Carling or something, or Stella or Stella, like just dead beer. I'm just like, this is disgusting, and I never tried it again. And
I seriously don't know how people drink beer often.
Apparently it's an acquired taste, but I just don't know why would you not acquire it.
So it's definitely an acquired taste. Like I hated beer the first time I had it, and I still don't really like it, but I've come to a position where I can drink it if I'm given it. But I would never. Obviously, you've both been out with me. Whenever I ever like wanted beer.
Can I have a pint, please? If I saw you ordering a pint, I swear, I think you just see me on the floor laughing. Just the way. Can I have a pint, please, man?
Can I have a pint?
A pint of what?
That's how they order it, Nick. Can I just have a pint, please, mate? And they just look at you and know.
The usual, please, Dave. Them ones. But yeah, obviously, you don't know. You ain't seen me order a beer. But if like someone gets it for me, like you were just saying, or something, then I could probably drink but it does vary massively. Like if someone like a Heineken or like Guinness. Oh, Guinness is horrible. Guinness is absolutely horrible. Like never. But yeah, it just like brand wise and everything, like it varies as well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe one day we'll do a beer podcast where we just come in here, we all just drink beer, and it'll just be like a lot of yeah. Sorry. Just bare sounds and but I might be ASMR
podcast.
This is ASMR podcast.
And you get to open the can into the thing as well.
Nasty. Oh man, yeah. But like we say, Boris, he might be gone. He might survive. We'll keep you posted when we learn more. Because obviously this is the pace where you get all your latest news.
Yeah.
That's where I get my latest news.
Political podcast. Yeah, Boris, he needs the time to go, mate. He said it before it's time to go. Although I feel like he's trying to make it back to us by releasing all the restrictions. I'm not mad at it. I'm not going to be blinded by it, but I'm not mad at it.
Nah, man, he's like the guy that cheats and then like, buys the guy Birkin. Like, baby, you know I know where home is. You know.
Yeah, I want a Birkin. Give me, Boris, bring the Birkins over.
Nah, man, it's proper like that Vice Cartel lyric where he says, he said, you know me, yeah, he goes, you know me love you until time end, but Tanisha pregnant again.
That's rude, man.
I was like, bro, that's outrageous.
That is outrageous.
But Tanisha pregnant again. Like, yo. Again, you know.
Again. Oh, wow.
But yeah.
Vibes is wild. Vibes is wild.
All of them dancehall man are wild. And to be fair, I think we're going to get into that later about how wild they can be. But for now, have you not seen the Microsoft news?
Yes. Yeah.
Microsoft purchasing Activision, the makers of Call of Duty and just Call of Duty mostly. But
That's big news, isn't it?
that's definitely big news. It's like in the PlayStation versus Xbox wars. That's huge.
Why is Sony just letting Microsoft take the place like this? Like they bought Bethesda the other day. Now they bought Blizzard and Activision.
Because I think they have very different business models right now.
Right.
Like, I feel like Microsoft is prioritizing their Game Pass,
Mm-hmm.
so they're just buying all these companies so that they can
Hack
just
out the
funnel
game,
all these games into Game Pass once like contracts expire with Sony, whatever. Then it'll just be bare exclusives on Game Pass. So that's why they're doing that, and I think Sony are just with the general traditional model, you know, sell these consoles, get people to buy games, or license games from places to get people to buy it, whatever. So I think they've just got two separate business models, because I don't think Microsoft actually care about Xboxes that much. I think they care about Game Pass, which can be on PC as well.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like they're just like, let's just if people buy Xboxes use Game Pass on that, fine, but let's just promote this Game Pass because you know, like, boom, 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 boom.
Apparently Sony are gonna start trying to do the Game Pass as a fight back sort of thing. Like they're gonna try to make they obviously got PS Now, but PS Now is a bit shitty. So I think they're gonna try and do a Game Pass sort of model as well, which is exactly the same as Game Pass essentially. So they might start trying to buy up companies as well and make their own games exclusive.
They should do, or even if they don't buy them, they need to start at least getting some exclusive deals with like people.
Yeah.
Be like with the entire company, because obviously they have games and whatnot, like Spider-Man, God of War, whatever.
Like Insomniac games, isn't it? Spider-Man. Yeah.
But it's like, no, you need to like hit some big hitters and be like, yo, can we get some exclusive deals like Rockstar? Like,
Imagine that Rockstar
like
gets bought by one of
GTA
these.
6, PlayStation only. Like,
That would be a killer for Xbox would be finished. I feel like whoever gets GTA 6, if they did that exclusive GTA 6, the other company is dead.
Yeah, I feel like you could survive a Call of Duty, because I know I'm joking, right? But I feel like if Call of Duty went Xbox only, you could survive that. It would have been good, but you could definitely survive in this day and age as well.
I feel,
like,
nowadays,
back in the day, like Black Ops days, like OG. days,
Modern Warfare 2, like them kind of days.
You would have been finished.
Because that's when Xbox had Halo as well, and then then they were competing, and COD was obviously way bigger. So but now enough. PS has Battlefield, which I feel like doesn't even do that well anyway. And then COD, it popped off again when Warzone was happening, but then I haven't really heard much about it recently.
Yeah, the Gulag days.
Yeah.
To be fair, it was a fun game mode, like, for a bit. But
I never played it.
Nah?
Nah.
Not once?
Tried to, and my PS couldn't download it. It was too big.
Huge.
Yeah.
It was like 150 gigs.
I think I downloaded the first 90 and then clicked on the game. Then it said unlock the other half and download the rest of it. And I was like, I've deleted off everything from my PS4.
Was that just for the Battle Royale?
So the reason why
so.
is because it downloads the entire game and then blocks you out of it.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
So Warzone was tied to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. No, it wasn't Advanced Warfare.
Wasn't the game just called Warzone?
Yeah, it was just called Warzone.
No. There was, alright, so at the time, there was a Call of Duty that came out. Then there was
I think it was Call of Duty Warzone that came out.
Yeah, oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
And then the mode was just Warzone.
Yeah, because I think there was Advanced Warfare, which was either the one before or the most recent one.
Yeah.
Actually, the most recent one was Ghost 2 or something, wasn't it?
There was a Ghost 2?
Ghost, I think it was Ghost 2, and then the one before that was Cold War.
Yeah.
And then
I think the one before that was Warzone, yeah.
Okay. Right. So yeah, Call of Duty is dead.
They made Ghost 2. Why would they make Ghost 2? Wasn't Ghost literally the worst game?
Horrible.
Yeah.
That's
horrible.
a joke.
What was I saying? Alright, so yeah, so Call of Duty Warzone, so yeah, it made you download the entire game, so including the campaign, all the other online modes, zombies I think was there as well, whatever. But then it blocks you out of that and only allowed you to play the Battle Royale Warzone mode. But the point was, I mean, I guess it would have been easy if you wanted to do this, but the point was that you buy the full game and then it would just be like, okay, look, it's open, here it is. Like, so you wouldn't need to download anything additional, it would just be like, here you go. But like, the way you would think they would do it is like, just give me this one mode, this is all I need. Like,
yeah.
give me this one mode. It would have been like 30 gigs probably.
Yeah.
Fine, but no, whole game.
And the game shouldn't be 100 gigs anyways, man. That's
It's ridiculous.
That's massive.
It's huge.
When the console's only like 500 gig, it was literally, I deleted everything I could delete that I wasn't playing, and then it was still like not enough. I'm just like, you know what, I don't want to play that badly.
It was good though, I can't lie. Like it did have a charm. Like the gulag thing was cool. Like when I played it and I was going through like the training, and I was like, alright, so if you die, you get sent to the gulag. And the gulag is a set of one-on-one like matches. And if you win your match, you get dropped back in. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, and then the gulag fights were just like when you were going against someone who knew what they were doing. It was.
Was it using your weapons or was it like a one-on-one knife fight or something?
It depends. It literally depended. So some of them you're dropped in barehanded. You have to pick up a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them you're armed with like a pistol from the start. You know, both of you are armed with a pistol from the start.
Yeah.
So there are guns. So it's like it's a small map, but there are some guns dotted out.
Okay.
That you can grab, but yeah, it depends. Sometimes you're barehanded. Sometimes you got a pistol to start with. Sometimes like whatever. So it's just like, so you have to think about the strategy. So if you've got a pistol to start with, do you go and get a better gun, or do you just go and try and get man?
Yeah.
But bearing in mind, he's already got a pistol as well. It's
Okay.
about what is he doing, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
when you're barehanded, then it's like, yeah, someone got to find, whoever finds the gun quickest, like,
Okay.
probably can win.
Yeah,
So-
I did feel like I was missing out because I saw the whole everyone talking about the gulag and that, but yeah, I couldn't be bothered because Call of Duty's lost its charm for me.
I hear that. I'm playing like Far Cry at the moment, and I forget how much I liked FPSs. But like, I feel like I haven't really, like, I played Cyberpunk, but I don't feel like Cyberpunk was, and Deathloop as well, to be fair. But I don't feel like they were proper FPSs. Like,
Yeah, there's so many other. I feel like the shooter part of it, of both of those games, is minimal. Like, you honestly, in both of them, you don't really have to shoot ever to actually complete the game.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's entirely true. Yeah, Cyberpunk is like fully RPG, so you can just do all of that.
Be a sword
sort of
fighter.
stuff. Yeah, and then Deathloop. Yeah, you could fully stealth that game, like just casually, whatever. But whereas Far Cry, like, yeah, nah, just go in there, guns blazing, and then obviously they're shooting back at me. And like, there's RPGs, there's helicopters. I'm like, this is like a proper like FPS.
And the people are quite tough to kill as well.
Yeah. And obviously it's like, it's still like an adventure game with like a whole story and everything.
Yeah.
And it's open world and whatnot, but it's still like, it's got the FPS heart. So I'm like, yeah, I forgot how much I enjoyed these. Like a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Cam, you did mention earlier about Blizzard games as well, because we said we were going to talk about the gaming industry. So you said you were going to fill us in on some stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that you lot haven't heard about these things, but they be moving wild over there. Like, there's just been hella stories
So,
coming up.
Blizzard Studio.
Activision Blizzard, the whole company.
Okay, yeah.
So there's just been, over the past year or 2 years, there's just been loads of reports of the way they work in that place, and like just bare people stepping down because of what's the word?
Crunch.
Huh?
Crunch.
I think I saw something about
Crunch?
sexual harassment. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, that's
All
it.
sexual harassment.
Just bare sexual
Oh, wow.
harassment suits and stuff.
Like
Like,
credit crunch.
So I was talking about crunching, like as in like,
oh, like money.
No. So like when, I don't know if that's the term, but when like, say you're working on a project or a game,
Yeah.
and then the release date is set for XYZ time, and then it's like, alright, cool. From now until release day, everyone's working from 7 to 9. Like, I don't know what that's called, but yeah.
Apparently, they have a super lax work ethic there.
Oh, wow.
Apparently, things are coming out saying that they will like just day drinking and stuff in the office, just drinking and whatnot.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's like bare sexual harassment stuff. Loads of guys,
Take that back.
loads of guys having to resign, like leaving and stuff. Like one of the characters in Overwatch was named after a guy. Yeah, they literally just renamed him, and I was like, I opened up the game and saw the name change. I was like, what happened? And I just checked to see what was going on, and then obviously he was named after a guy who was doing sexual harassment. So they were like, we have to cut ties from this guy real quick. And then apparently, I don't know how true this thing is, but apparently dudes were stealing women's breast milk.
Yeah?
They were going in the fridge and taking women's breast milk. I don't know what they were going to do with it, but apparently they had to put locks on the fridges because people were stealing the breast milk, which is wild. It's crazy. So I'm like, yeah, you bought a company that makes fairly good games, but these people straight wilding. And honestly, they need to stop.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have anything.
That's crazy. Why these some like weird Niki brothers you get in school with? Now they're big time at the top of the gaming company, and then they're stealing people's breast milk. You know what the hell?
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I had to say really. I'm surprised that, I mean, I don't know. I guess your Twitter isn't locked into the gaming scene, so you'd be this stuff would be going past you and see it.
I did see about the sexual harassment, but I didn't really read the article, so I didn't see about the breast milk stuff.
Yeah.
I saw they had a lot of people. I think they had did they have protesters outside the thing or anything like that,
Probably,
or people walking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
and now Overwatch 2 has been delayed forever.
Isn't Overwatch 1 still doing bits though?
Not really.
No, it's not.
It's nowhere near as. I mean, it died. I'd say it died off maybe 2 or 3 years. 20. Yeah, so probably 2018 was when it started to have a decline. I mean, people still play the game, but it's nowhere near as hyped as it was on
I'm old
release.
now, but I feel like most multiplayer games are doing that well right now.
Aren't. I mean, League of Legends is massive still.
You got Ultimate Team, which I think is still doing bits as well.
And because of, and also
I think I'm just old because
you probably don't play online.
No, not about me, not necessarily about me, but I'm not talking about me. I've never really liked a lot of online games. I generally like playing either couch, like local with like my mates on the couch, or just playing by myself. Like I've never been an online guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of what I see, and it might just be because I'm old and my bubble was older now, but I just feel like a lot of multiplayer games don't get as much love as they used to. Like even Ultimate Team, I feel like people definitely still play it, but I don't feel like people hype about that and talk about that as much.
What do you hear
so
people hyping about?
And even for example, I used to see mad like Ultimate Team like unpackings.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
I definitely don't see as many now.
I feel like they still do them and do videos, but I feel like it's kind of moved away from it a bit more now. It's
this FIFA's terrible as well.
What kind of games do you hear hype about then? Just
do I hear hype about? It's generally more like legitimately. It's generally more like your Far Cry's and stuff, and stuff like that.
Cyberpunk was massive, obviously, when it came out. Assassin's Creed had quite a bit about it as well when it came out. Far Cry, I saw bits of it. What other big games came out recently? I think the new, Horizon?
That's got a lot of buzz.
Yeah, that's got a lot of buzz behind it.
Because I was coming soon, people are gas.
Hogwarts Legacy, let's go.
What did you say? God of War.
Yeah, people are like super pumped. Now people can't wait for that. They're like dancing off the
Is
walls.
it a brand new game or is it just a remake of the previous one?
So no. So a brand new game is meant to be coming.
Right, okay.
But in the meantime, what they're doing is they're porting it to
PC.
They're just porting it to PC.
It's already there.
It's already there.
Yeah.
The remaster.
I was thinking about getting it.
The remasters already exist.
Oh, really? For the new latest one?
Because
I saw they were doing it for PS5, but I thought that was what the new one was. I didn't realize it was a new.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's already out.
Okay.
So the PS5 upgrade, I'm pretty sure that's already out. I think they're porting it to PC as well. So people are hype about that. So people people who are like, oh, I'm just gonna replay it because it's on PS5 now.
Yeah.
And like people on PC like, oh, I'm gonna play it on PC because I didn't have a PlayStation or whatever. Like, so people are happy about that, but then also the new one's coming soon, so people guess about that.
And I think because obviously single player games keep coming, but if it's an online game, they generally are just that one and that's it. So if you're into the game, you're into the game. You're not gonna hype anymore. Like it's not gonna like these are influxes of hype for a game, and then obviously that goes away after a while. But for a multiplayer or like an online game, that doesn't. Sometimes it will have an influx, but like most of the time, it's just a steady level of a certain amount of hype. And I think Fortnite's still pretty big. Obviously, League of Legends is very big still, and then what else? Overwatch is nowhere near as big as it used to be, but I feel like the metric that like a visual kind of thing that you lot could look at is viewers on Twitch, like because there's still hella people watching people play these games. And
Actually, I don't go on Twitch at all.
Oh yeah, and also Valorant as well. I don't know if you two have.
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, that's made by Riot Games as well, League of Legends people.
Okay.
And then also because Riot released that TV show last year, Arcane.
Oh yeah.
There was also an influx there for League. So yeah, I mean there is still a fair amount of hype for online games, I think.
I feel like from the ones you listed, yeah, I feel like I wouldn't personally hear much about them because like none of them are ones that I would see on Twitter or on YouTube or anything.
Yeah.
Probably the same for you, like.
Yeah.
The online games that I haven't really seen any. Yeah, I'm.
Well, yeah. Also, I felt like there was a period where like there was a lot of like new games that were like multiplayer and online that were getting a lot of buzz. That's kind of what I'm saying.
Oh, I
So,
see.
The Overwatch era, because you had that, you had Fortnite, you had Valorant, which came out maybe a couple years later, but still was kind of that same kind of era. What else was going on? There was like other games going on as well.
I feel like there was the hero shooter stuff, which is like Overwatch, which kind of died after the Battle Royale stuff came out.
Yeah.
And then after Battle Royale, there's not really been anything else. It's like
Among Us.
Among Us.
Oh yeah, there was Among Us. Yeah, there was the Among Us thing. There was the run and jump game.
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
These are the things that I'm talking about, and like I don't really see that anymore. But it might just be that I feel like because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
A lot of games got delayed and slowed down. So it might just be that we're just waiting for the next.
Hogwarts Legacy. Multiplayer game that's going to be massive.
Bruv, relax. Relax.
I'm buzzing. I can't wait, man. Can't wait. 2023. It's like say it's in August 2022, but I know it's going to be later. So
that's the thing, man. These days you're just like, is my game coming? Is my game coming?
Literally.
Is my game coming?
No.
Yeah, it's long.
That was because they got Saints Row coming, which is meant to be next month. It was around my birthday. I was like, can't wait, Saints Row, new Saints Row. I've been waiting like 5 years for this. Like, actually no, longer maybe. I don't know when Saints Row 4 came out, but I played I played the Saints Row 4 the other day. Like, I was like, I can't wait for the new Saints Row. Oh my god, I'm so gassed. And then postponed until like August. I'm like, and I seen the trailers in that for it. I was hyped for it, and it's annoying.
Yeah. So that's the state of the gaming industry at the moment, and it's like Microsoft have basically got PlayStation and a bit of a chokehold, more or less.
It sounds like it. Like, yeah.
I feel like the PlayStation is still a big thing though. Like
with
the haptic feedback controller and everything.
PlayStation, PS5
as a console
have outsold
Xboxes.
Series X or whatever it's called. Yes.
By far, isn't it?
By a lot.
Yeah.
So in that one,
I don't know anyone who owns an Xbox. At this point.
So in that realm, Sony's doing much better. But it's like looking towards the future. It just looks like Microsoft are they're making plans for like 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. Where Sony's doing better now.
Yeah.
It's like, what's that gonna look like in the future?
But I feel like if they keep innovating the console game, then they're good. Because like
Spider-Man was probably like one of the biggest games that they've done recently, and that was the one that was really short, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If they because I think they announced the second one coming. So if that one's like amazing, then again, everyone's gonna just get PS5 for it because it's exclusive as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I personally think the Sony are alright.
Yeah, no, they're definitely alright.
At the moment, I think they are.
We're definitely exaggerating, but I can definitely see.
You can see where it's heading, though.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like there are people in the Sony head office.
Sweating.
You have some cause for concern right now. But they'll probably figure out something and put like a plan together. But yeah, that's the state of the gaming industry at the moment. So let's get into another song. Let's play the new Notes track entitled "Who Changed?" ? You know when like a song name's got punctuation? Like it's not often, but it's like who changed? He's asking. Who changed? Is it me or was it you? Not joking. Yeah,
That's deep. That's deep.
That's deep.
That's deep.
But yeah, now shout out to Notes. This one's Who Changed.
They always say you change when they see you hop up in the new lane. Who changed on who? Who changed on who? Who changed on who? Girls, I don't need another replace. Can't rely on you. Ain't changed on who? They're always saying you change when they see you hop up in a new lane. Who changed on you? Who changed on who? Who changed on who? Smaller crew but still the same dogs. I don't need another new face. Can't rely on you. Ain't changed on you. Who changed on who?
And yes, shout out to Notes on that one. That one was entitled "Who Changed?" ?
Was the question answered? Do you know who changed now, lads?
I don't actually. I'm still unsure. We need a "Who Changed too?" ? Sequel. We need sequel Notes. Yeah, man. So we're back. Did you lot see? Well, I know you saw Bez African Cup of Nations.
No, I didn't. I wish I hadn't. I wish I hadn't.
Ghana versus who was it?
Comoros, or how I don't know how to pronounce it.
See, Cam is doing the face.
Bewildered.
Who? He's like, who? So yes, off the coast of Africa near Madagascar, there are the Comoros Islands. They're small islands. They have a population of less than 1 million people, and they smacked up Ghana, who have a population of, in Accra alone.
You don't need to go into all these details, do you, man?
In Accra alone.
Who are these people? Where did they come from?
Comoros.
I know, yeah, but what? Why have I never heard of this
off the
place?
coast of Africa.
Why have I never heard of this place? And
Because they're the Comoros Islands off the coast of Africa.
It's tiny.
It's just tiny
how are they
islands,
good at
small
football?
islands.
They're not.
They're
They're
not
just
good at
bad.
football.
Which is very bad.
Horrible.
What was the score?
3-2 to them. We had got a man sent off, but we were 1-0 down by that point, and then went 2-0 down. Then brought back to 2-2, and they scored the winner.
Oh my god. No composure.
That's
Lost
crazy.
all at 10 men. Lost all. Yeah, went 2-2. Thought we was gonna win it. Thought we was going through, and then just fumbled the bag. Fully fumbled the bag.
Ghana got knocked out by an unknown country.
We lost to drew with Gabon. Lost to who was the other team in our group? Oh, I can't remember now, but we lost to them as well, and then lost to Comoros.
Did they go out as well?
No, I think they went through.
Oh wow!
So yeah, I think this is their first African nations, and they were going through.
They're a new country.
They must be.
Newly formed 2021.
I don't think they are.
People just got there and just formed the country, and they beat us. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's like
Just cancel that African Cup of Nations altogether.
that's a joke.
Taking our Premier League players.
I turn into Klopp. I'm gonna have Mane, I'm gonna have Salah
With his little tournament.
with his little tournament in Africa. That's funny. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What else happened, Bez? Talk to us.
Okay, so there's been a lot of controversy around it. So obviously you've got people like Klopp who are saying African Nations is a little tournament. So there's a lot of people behind it there because, as I was making a joke about, a lot of people are saying, their Premier League players shouldn't be going to the African Nations because it's a inconvenient tournament, blah, 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 making excuses for it. Whereas no one's...
It's what, every 2 years, every 3 years?
Every 2 years.
So it's every 2 years and it's in the middle of the season.
It's in January sort of time. So, you never get people saying the World Cup's this year's World Cup is in December, but no one's saying don't let players go to that sort of thing. So that's why everyone's saying, why would you say that about African Nations? But when obviously now it started and things are happening, Twitter's just been a bit of a minefield with it because you got a lot of controversy. There was a game the other day where the referee blew the whistle at the 85th minute. And then
To end the game.
the final whistle at the 85th minute.
And did the game play on after that one?
So they stopped, realised the 8th minute, started again. Then he blew the whistle again at the 89th minute. Then everyone went off the pitch. And they brought them back out or something and changed the refs to replay the rest of the game and the injury time.
Oh my God.
So there's that. There's in the Ghana Gabon game there was a bit of a scrap after. So they I think because the Gabon manager was celebrating their draw. The Ghana players weren't too happy with it, so they kind of got a bit aggressive, and then one of the players kind of pushed the Gabon guy, but his hands are a bit high, so the Gabon player acted like he was knocked out. So yeah, he got a red card.
Guy,
there's been a lot of referee controversy.
Wait, that was after the game had finished?
Yeah.
So someone got a red card after the game was finished?
He was in the changing room. He left, and the referee was standing there telling the captain of the Ghana, Partey, go and get number 25, go get number 25, and Partey's just there like, okay, they walked off, and then no one came back out for about 2-3 minutes, and the referee just standing there saying, waiting like 25 and then no one came out, so he just held his red card up and went, number 25, and then walked off, sort of thing.
That's jokes.
And then yeah, so obviously this stuff is being shown all over Twitter, but then like any good goal or any like skillful movements is on Twitter, but it's this isn't available in your country sort of thing, or it's getting taken down, whereas the controversial stuff is all shown. So there's been a lot of controversial opinions on the African nations so far.
Yeah.
It's only been going on for like a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, boy. But yeah, I did hear about that situation with the Ghana Gabon thing, and how it was basically it was shown on Twitter and available to see everywhere. Anyone can see that. But like some of the goals or whatever, like the highlights of the tournament was like a lot harder to find, or a lot less publicised.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what are you doing, man? Stop pushing. Like, that's definitely like a pushing of agendas.
Massively.
Like, why are you going to show the lowlights of the tournament, not the highlights?
It's like they just get the tournament cancelled, get it out of here. We just don't want it anymore. I bet they loved it last year because it was meant to be last year and it got postponed because of COVID. So they probably loved it that it was postponed, and they're like, just if we can just highlight it enough to be bad, then they might just get rid of it altogether.
If the fans don't want to watch it, then we'll have to do it.
Exactly.
Because even if, like, for example, if Sky or BT or BBC or whoever shows it, I can't remember who
Sky is mad because Sky actually, this is the first year, like, normally it's on like Eurosport, but Sky and BBC are showing it, which is quite crazy. But BBC iPlayer, BBC 3, obviously that's not on TV anymore, so yeah, BBC iPlayer, and Sky Sports 1, I don't know what they're called nowadays, but that's Premier League or something, they actually show it now, which I thought was quite impressive. I thought it was making moves.
Yeah, so maybe it's probably like they're like, I don't know why they would do this. Actually, it doesn't make sense. I was gonna say maybe they don't want people to watch it because so then they don't have to share it. But then I'm like, why would they have got the license and it's just a weird situation. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
like, I guess maybe they're just like, okay, this isn't serious football. Then let's just show this to be like a clown show.
Yeah,
and like we'll get people to watch it that way because it's a clown show rather than it being like an actual competitive. Good tournament that people want to watch. Yeah,
I think so. Because I think the other thing they've been saying about it as well is they don't have any analysis before the game during halftime.
No one's chatting.
Nope, just literally like game 10 minutes before just starts. Halftime kind of adverts and all that kind of stuff, like highlights and all that, and then after the game it kind of just ends.
Nah, that's outrageous. That's outrageous. Back in the day when like Drogba and Eto'o and them man were playing, they used to have bear man chatting like during halftime.
Maybe Egypt's games will get that because I guess like you got Salah and. Like, there's not really Mahrez, but they're out now, Algeria, so there's not really any massive stars at the African nations this year.
Still, like, I feel like that's what you want though. You need the punditry to fill you in on what you don't know.
Yeah,
like, at least like how we're right. Like, if there's a team, I don't know enough about African football, but if there's a nation that's still in it and they have like every team's gonna have 1 or 2 star players.
Yeah.
Tell us who their star players are. Tell them what position they play.
They probably don't know.
They should find someone who knows.
It's their job to find out.
That's what I'm saying. Find someone who knows or find out and tell us, the audience. Be like, this is the player you need to look out for. This is this is like, give us the background on these teams. If they're not if there's no stars or whatever, you're meant to make stars. Don't just like be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
okay,
you got to push a narrative of like
Yeah.
someone's narrative.
I feel
of the
like
team or the players.
Yeah, I feel like they as well. I said like when Etu Drogba, them man are about like it's in the African competition is in Cameroon. Etu could easily be someone who's going to be punditry on it because he's a
Exactly.
Cameroonian striker who was amazing when he was playing. Like
This is true. Like they could, there's so many man that they could get back that that would be able to like former African players that they could get back easily. Like
Yeah.
your the Toure brothers. Like
Yeah.
they both of them speak good enough English.
Exactly.
Drogba, yeah, again good enough English. He's done some punditry, right?
yeah, I think Asamoah Gyan's been doing it abroad, and like, I've seen Frimpong has been posting pictures of him like doing sort of thing as well. Like Frimpong was an English player who played for Ghana sort of thing.
Yeah.
So there's definitely loads of people who they can.
Get free ball. Get free ball.
Dench.
Oh my god. Classic. Oh man, but yeah, so yeah, no, they definitely need to do a better job, man, because they're not, because even with like the Copa America and stuff like that, like they take that more seriously.
Yeah, I remember watching it like the Copa America Argentina Brazil final. I remember watching it at like 2 a.m, and they had commentators on it, and they had like they have commentators in AFCON. They had pundits on it and stuff like
Yeah,
that, and
yeah.
that's 2 a.m, and these men are up pundit like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they even had like Gary Lineker in them, man, probably for some of these games and stuff. But a big AFCON, they can't get a young Drogba or something to come through and say a couple words.
Yeah, no, clearly not. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe for the finals, maybe the finals are going to be like the Super Bowl. It's going to be crazy.
Halftime show.
Like, really, yeah, they have Beyonce down there.
Who's winning? Who do you think?
Comoros.
You should be hoping for them. You should be hoping for them. Like, right, we were eliminated by the winners.
champions.
Yeah.
I feel like from what I've seen, probably Nigeria.
Champions of Africa, you'll never sing that. No,
Bruh. Man, just send him for me now. Ghanaians, come send for him. Get him. You know, probably Ivory Coast. They look really good, and Nigeria. I think they, as bad as it is, yeah, the Nigerians or the Ivory Coast people probably there between them.
Egypt still there? Salah still there?
They're still in there, but I don't think they had a great group stage.
Nah, they lost to Nigeria.
Yeah. Was it Nigeria? Yeah. No, Nigeria beat Algeria, didn't they?
Was it Algeria?
Yeah,
I
they
thought
beat
it was
Algeria.
Egypt.
No, they knocked out Algeria 3-4-1 or something. But I don't think they're all in the same. They can't all be in the same group. But no, wait. Did you say Nigeria? You said Nigeria, didn't you? Yeah,
Nigeria
you're right.
beat
Yeah,
Egypt.
sorry, it's Nigeria. I'm
Yeah,
thinking of
yeah.
Ivory Coast. Yeah, Nigeria. Yeah, Nigeria beat them. So yeah, but I think they made it through, so they're still in it. But yeah, I think they're saying favourites of Nigeria and Ivory Coast at the moment.
Okay.
Could be a Nigeria Ivory Coast final.
Could be. That would have been sick back in the day.
Back in the day.
John Obi Mikel.
They got Alexander Iwobi, Kelechi, you know, they got a couple players there. Nicola Pepe, come on, for Ivory Coast.
Ivory
Thanks,
Coast should have won it in the Drogba days. They was proper slacking them days because they had.
That's when they had like Torres.
They had
Guys, man.
both Torres, Kalou, Drogba, what's his face, Jorginho as well.
Wasn't there Boué from Ivory Coast as well?
Boué is from not Ivory Coast.
Was he not? I'm pretty sure he was Ivory Coast.
Was he?
I feel like he was.
I was thinking Cameroon, but you might be right actually.
Nah, he's definitely
Nah,
not Cameroon.
Not Cameroon, no. I
Nah,
feel like it's
definitely
Ivory
not.
Coast.
Definitely
You
not
probably
Cameroon.
both could be right, I believe both of you. But yeah, they had all them, man, and they couldn't put it together. Like, it was shameful. Absolutely shameful behaviour from them.
I mean, it gets like that.
Yeah, Ivory Coast. He's Ivorian.
Calm. But yeah, they were like a super team and they couldn't do nothing when it came to the thing. And in Ghana as well, your team used to be stacked as well. The Gian, Montari.
I tweeted the other day the little
it.
like 2010 World Cup picture where we had like Montari, Adrian, Kevin Prince Boateng, all them lot. And just,
Oh yeah, KPJ.
yeah, KPB.
KPB.
Just a little heartbreak emoji. I was like, oh, I was sitting there singing 1,000 miles in my head, and I need you.
And I miss you. Oh man.
How do we get?
Imagine
to
if you had Jerome as well, man.
I know.
Jerome. Go take it. You should have took his ass home, man.
He should have. He wanted to play for Germany, Snake.
Man.
And Welbeck, Snake. He's been playing for Ghana. He scored his debut goal versus Ghana. That guy Welbs. Yeah, man. We've lost. We've lost our way.
Go find your way again.
We got Partey and we got the AUs now, but they man ain't cutting it clearly.
They're not even that. They're not cutting it in the Partey is not cutting it for Arsenal anyway.
He's had good
Arsenal's
games.
Arsenal isn't cutting it. When I'm talking about Montari, right? When I'm talking about Drogba, yeah, these men were doing bits. Yeah, Arsenal ain't doing niche, mate. Alright, so there you go.
Hey.
Them men were top of the world. Party at Arsenal in 2022 is not top of the world in football, unfortunately.
Top of the Arsenal midfield. If us three could probably be top of the Arsenal midfield this way.
Mate, sign me up. Arteta, you got my number, mate.
You need a DM for the Burnley game on Sunday. Yours got you covered.
Defensive midfield, my specialty.
Engine.
Never played defensive midfield.
I was about to say, it doesn't sound like you.
Doesn't sound like a position I play. Never. But yeah, man. Hopefully AFCON continues without any further hitches.
How long is it supposed to be? How long is it?
It's only like 2 weeks. Like tournament's only about 2-3 weeks.
For about 3 weeks. It's ending on 6th of February, and it started literally like last week. After the last podcast, so probably like less than a week and a half ago it started. So it's a very short tournament, and they make such a big kerfuffle about it. And there's been some good goals. I've seen some good goals from it. There's always good goals in it because like African players just love to just shoot.
Yeah,
There's always
they've got the right idea.
Yeah, there was a screamer
That
going in.
Montari goal, I can't remember when it was from. But
Damn near the halfway line, wasn't it?
yeah, like, I was like, yo, when I was like, why is he shooting? Like, you know them ones where it was so far that you had time to go, why is he shooting all the way from over there? What's he doing? Oh my god! Like, he had the whole time to get the full sentence out. Like, what the fuck does he even do? It's like, oh, I stand corrected.
I saw a goal the other day as well, like near the circle. The guy just got it and just looked up, just bam. I'm like, really? Then it goes in. I'm like,
Well, fair enough.
fair play.
You shut me up. You shut me all the way up. Like,
You just got to put your foot to the ball sometimes.
just put it for it.
just smack it and see what happens. Those are hits and praise, bro. I'd be like, oh, they got the techers. Nah. Like
Bro, they prayed before the game. Don't worry, man.
That's
They
what
were
I'm saying,
praying beforehand.
They've been talking to Jesus.
they got them. Got Jesus, got you. There was a funny thing the other day as well. Like, who was it? One of the big teams, it might have been Ivory Coast something, verse. They were saying people were calling match fixing because there was basically in the last second of the game where the ball was going out of play. The goalkeeper ran over to try to keep it in, grabbed it, fumbled the ball, like face planted onto the floor, and then put the ball through his legs into the other players.
No
and then
way.
they ran in and put it in, like
No
last minute of the game. So and then you see the keeper's face is like,
My bad, guys.
literally.
That's on me. That's
Right,
on
and I
me.
think he lay down like he was injured or something after.
Nah, man.
That sounds too comical, man.
That sounds like FIFA.
Literally, that's FIFA 22 is quite realistic then.
Oh my god. Nah. He was probably just banging out FIFA the night before.
He was tired, mate.
Got inspired.
He's like, this is what happens in FIFA. I could do it too. I could be one of them Premier League goalkeepers.
That's it, because that's exactly what he'll be greatest keeper in the world, and he just dropped the ball like through his legs. Like, oh no. 93 rated, yeah, not black or something. Oh no, I can't catch all of a sudden. No.
But yeah, combinations.
But keeping it kind of on sports, did you lot see that video, that supposed video, it hasn't been fact checked or anything, I guess, but from China, about the Winter Olympics. You had black athletes arriving and they were greeted by the N-word and being told to go back home. China is not for you. You see that video, Kev?
No.
I'm saying Bez is nodding.
I've seen it, yeah,
Both
I've
of them,
seen
they
it.
forget they're on the podcast. I'm asking the question, and Bez is nodding. Cam's just looking at me, silent. And
I'm allowing you to finish your sentence.
Yeah, I was not
And then
like,
I will
yeah.
speak my words.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough. What did you think, Bez, when you saw it?
Mad. It was mad. Because, yeah, they're just like, they got off the bus and you just got them screaming, Digga! N-word, N-word, N-word. And then, saying go back home sort of thing. And just like, big 2022 and this is how Chinese people acting. It's a bit crazy.
What do you think, Cam?
It's wild, but also, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm also not surprised, you know?
I was surprised.
I'm like, you tell me, I'm like, okay, that doesn't not make sense. But also, I mean, it is surprising because people doing anything, like, just wild and like that is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and if it's a bunch of people too, that's crazy. But yeah, it's not surprising, man. In you know, certain places, this is how it is.
Certain places this is how it is in terms of so like for me, I will always say, I'll be like, yo, like, yeah, man, you go to China, you go to certain other places and they'll like call you the N-word to your face, whatever, you know what time it is. You go to other places and they won't call you the N-word, they'll smile in your face and whatnot. And then behind your back, they'll deport your grandparents. So, like, I'm just like, this is the world we live in. Like, so it's not necessarily all that surprising. Like, and by the way, that deport your grandparents joke, I'm talking about this Bad Vibes UK. Just in case I wasn't clear to anyone. Alright. But yeah, so I'm like, this is the world we live in. Like, okay. And I'm like, and I'm like, what is worse? Is it worse to land and be held abuse at, but that's just words? Or is it worse to be in a country that will invite your grandparents over, be like, build up the country, and then in 30 years when all you know is this country and all your family's here and everything, we'll deport you back, and also we're going to also deport back children who don't have any family back wherever, we're just going to send them over there to figure out. Like, what is worse? Like, this is not an actual question that you can answer. It's a rhetorical question, but this is just what I kind of like goes through my head, what I kind of think about. Like, what is really worse? Like, is it worse to? I mean, I know for me, I would rather someone say something in my face. Cause I'm like, okay, cool. I know where we stand.
Yeah.
Like, I can fight you, or I won't. And that's it. Like, then you don't have much power over my life. You don't have any actual power over my life in that scenario. Like, the only power is the power if I necessarily give you power to like, now I'm angry because you said that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only potential power that you can have. If I just go for whatever, like the guys coming off the busted, they just head down and just get to where I'm going, go to the hotel, wherever it was that they were going. Like,
I find the surprising thing for me though is like how many people were there in that group screaming it at them, whereas it's like it's not just one person just coming up to you and saying like, oh, you dirty N-word or something, where then you just, you're going to fight you or you're going to walk off. But when you got a whole group of
numbers, man.
But that's mad. Like, you just got a whole group of people just there hurling racial slurs at you. Like,
we're racist, and that's the way we like it. Well, that was Chelsea, innit? The Chelsea fans back in the day. Well, like 10
back in the
years
day,
ago.
like the other day.
it was a good 10 years ago now, I think.
Probably still singing that.
Well, probably, but
They were singing that.
yeah, because it was basically, I think it was a video of them after the game.
Was that the guy on the tube?
On the tube, and like a black guy was trying to get on the train, and it was like full of Chelsea fans, and they just kept pushing them up, and then then they started saying, we're racist, and that's the way we like it. Like, proper football track. Clap.
So stupid. Oh my god.
See, I feel like that's mad. Like, I feel like that's just surprising. Even like just having it in general, because on camera as well, like just shows how little these people actually care. Like, but I guess in the China one, you can't see no one's face or anything. But it's just mad that you got a group of athletes getting off a bus, and you're just going to be standing there to greet them, with like going out of your day to go and greet these people who have no meaning to you whatsoever, and you're going to go and chant N-word at them and go back home to your country.
Were they saying that in English?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they were.
The N-word is.
No,
No, I mean to go back home.
Oh, right, yeah. They wanted to make sure people understood. Yeah, you go and hear this, you go and understand.
Yeah, like they say it in English so you can understand it. They don't even say it in Chinese where people will be like, oh, we don't know what they're saying. They're cussing you in your own native language so you know what they're saying to you.
To be fair, the black people could have been from anywhere.
They could have been from anywhere. But a lot of people in the world speak English.
Yeah.
So, and then you said the N-word is global.
Yeah.
So they know, if they didn't understand what they were saying after, they knew what that word meant, and then they could have thought they were saying worse after, like go die or go burn in a hole or something. Like, it could have been anything they thought they were saying. So I think that's the surprising part for me, that in this day and age, you still get people who act like that, even though I know China is racist. I remember the video when the guy with the mask on. Like, there was a guy with a mask on. I think we spoke about it on the podcast before.
That video is the funniest video in existence.
Have you seen it, Cam?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You must. Okay, he has. Just finish explaining.
Okay, so there's a guy with gloves on and a mask on, and he's trying to scare, like, so he's in China, he's going to try to scare someone, and the woman just looks at him like, she's not scared. Then he takes the mask off, he's a black man, and then runs off, sort of thing. Like, she gets scared of him. So, you see things like that, and you're like, it's funny, it's racist, it's funny, but it's like, okay, I know the country is racist, that's how she's going to act. But then you've got the group of it, I feel like the numbers makes it so much worse for me. And how open it is.
That video is hilarious. But yeah, I don't know. It's like for me, I'm just like, the world we live in, it's effed. Like,
yeah,
dude, none of it. Like, I'm way too desensitized, which is not good. But yeah, none of it is surprising, like, at all. Like, not at all. Like, so I'm like, it's bad. It's sad to see. I'm sorry for those athletes. Like, I wish they didn't have to go through that. But yeah, I'm just like, Alright, when I saw it, I was like, okay.
You're not surprised.
I was like, okay. Like, if I was like a bookmaker or something, and I was making that book, I probably would have gave it like a 1 to 2 chance. Not even a 2 to 1, a 1 to 2.
1 to 2.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you put £2 on, you get £1 back.
There's a high chance of this happening.
There's a high chance of that happening. But yeah, here's what it is. We'll see how it goes.
Or when the Jamaicans smoke them, then we'll see how much.
And that's the thing, we still got the Summer Olympics to come in the summer.
That's in like Arab
so
countries,
good.
isn't it?
Is it?
The Summer Olympics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When? This year? Not this year. Because the Olympics happened 2021? Last year, no? Or the year before?
They happened.
It was meant to be
I think
2020.
it was meant to be 2020, and they happened last year.
Yeah, so then...
Yeah, because it's
Where
every
were they?
4 years.
Every
Were
4
they-
years.
Yeah,
It was in Japan.
It was in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Because in the
Was
Winter
that-
Olympics is 2
wasn't
years
it
after
that-
the other one.
Is it?
Yeah, so they alternate 4 years, like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
World Cup and Euros sort of
I thought it
thing.
was like winter. Like, I thought you had.
Summer and then winter in the same year.
Yeah, but I guess not, because then this would be way behind.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
But did you guys see Jamaica have a bobsled team? So, Cool Runnings Part 2 coming in the next like 30 years.
I feel like, haven't they had one for a while now?
I feel like they had one last time.
Oh really? I saw it on Twitter, so I thought it was the first
I
time.
feel like every time it's just gonna be funny, but I feel like
Yeah, I feel like I heard that.
Okay, I thought it was the first time since
Sanka.
Sanka and them.
Sanka, you did?
Sanka, you did? Yeah, man.
It's a classic.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes if anything else pops up or whatever. Obviously, we've got Qatar.
That's gonna be
World Cup.
interesting.
World Cup in Qatar as well. That's gonna be a mad one. I don't know if the same thing will happen, but it's a possibility.
Stuff is gonna happen, I'm sure.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an interesting time to live through.
Yeah. The timeline's gonna be crazy. Podcast's gonna have all sorts of content in that week.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think we're getting to that time. We may as well get into what we're watching. Get into that time of the episode. That time where we need a jingle, and you two keep refusing to do the jingle.
Good job. Good job with the jingle there, mate.
Yeah. Anyway, boys, what are we watching? What's been going on the last 2 weeks? What's juicy? What's new in the hood?
So, what have I been watching? Pretty much the only thing I've really watched that's worth noting is Legacies, TVD spin-off, Vampire Diaries spin-off.
Gangster.
Have you seen it?
I started watching. I haven't seen the latest season, but I watched the first 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, I started it when it first started. I watched the first like 3 or 4 or 5 episodes, and I was like, "This is all right," but it doesn't give me the same vibe as Vampire Diaries. So I was like, "Let me drop this." And then I was just, I was on American Netflix and just looking through and seeing what was there, and I saw that was there, and I was like, "Yeah, let me. This is an easier way to watch it than obviously the bootleg way I was doing it.
Yeah.
So let me just do this real quick." And I wasn't really hooked, but I was like, I'm just going to keep watching it because I just want to see what happens. And yeah, I mean, it's all right.
It's decent, isn't it? It's not as good as the originals of Vampire Diaries, but...
Yeah. I mean, I never even watched the originals.
Oh, the originals is good.
All garbage.
It's not, though.
Hater.
It's all garbage.
It's literally not. I mean, I'm not too happy about... I mean, I'm happy the way that it is right now. Like, I'm watching season 4 currently. And this seems to be getting more of a Vampire Diaries feel, and I'm happy for that. But I've waited 3 seasons for that. I've been looking for it since season 1, and I've just been like, this is long. And the more annoying thing for me is that the big bad, quote unquote big bad, has been the same since season 1 also. So it's like it's long.
Malivore, that's it.
The pit thing, yeah. I'm like, beat this guy. You guys are taking too long. Just beat this guy, please. But yeah, I've been watching that, and then I've also just been watching Community on the side, which I said last time. A game of note that I started playing, Stardew Valley, which is it's like, I don't know, it's like a farming simulator kind of game, and it's pretty cool. It's like it's tough. It's tough because it's like it's fairly realistically simulating real life. In terms of like crop growth and stuff, it takes forever for things to grow, and then if you leave something from a season, if a season changes, your crops just die instantly, and it's like, yeah, okay, cool, thanks. I had this stuff growing, thanks. But yeah, it's a pretty good game. I recommend it. It's very good. I like it.
I'd rather play. Well, I'm not a rather play, but it reminds me of Farmville back in the day on Facebook.
Old school.
Classics.
Showing your age.
Yeah, man, fully. If you don't know Farmville, you're too young for you.
But yeah, that's me.
What about you, Biz?
What have I been watching? I've been watching quite a bit. I'm watching a lot of movies like recently. So I watched the Suicide Squads again, and Birds of Prey.
Both of the Suicide Squads.
Yeah, and the Birds of Prey just to.
Had you seen Birds of Prey before?
I had, but I feel like I didn't really watch it, so I just kind of had it on the background. I was watching it, so I thought let me just watch it again as well. Which is they're all okay. Like Suicide Squad was good. The Birds of Prey was decent. Quite had funny moments and stuff, but not amazing. I watched Roll Bounce the other day as well, just because I was bored.
I thought you were going to say you watched Raw. I was like,
no, Roll Bounce.
I'm like, damn, you watching Raw? Like, you were bored and you put Raw on? Like, how bored must you have been? Like, Christ, that would have made you bored. You would be like,
What, WWE?
WWE is
It's dead now.
So horrible.
WrestleMania's around the corner. It's like
We're watching WrestleMania, but it's horrible.
But yeah, it had Stefan from Vampire Diaries in Roll Bounce, and it was like 2005 it came out something, and he was so different from Stefan. It was quite funny. I watched John Wick 1 and 2, so I need to watch number 3 now.
For the first time?
I have not seen them before. Just
I've seen
rewatching.
3 as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
just rewatching them.
I haven't seen any of them.
Nah?
No, because
Bad boy movie, bro.
like one of them is not available anywhere. And
None of them are available on like anywhere.
For real? I thought they were
I
on
watched
Prime.
them. I watched them all.
I think they used to be, but they're not anymore.
Ah, damn it.
And they used to be on Amazon as well, but
That's what I said, Prime.
Sorry?
I said Prime.
Sorry, Netflix.
They were on Netflix.
Yeah, because I watched 1 and 2 on Netflix, and then I watched 3 on Prime.
Oh, that must have just been
But
before they
this
were on my
was-
radar.
This was like this was over a decent period of time. It wasn't recently.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I watched it.
And then I started watching Too Hot to Handle, which is
Jeez!
It's
That's what you've been watching.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause, alright, so I was meant to ask you because I could hear like a reality TV show.
yeah.
Like today while you were working, and I was like just around, just like snitching. Nah, joking. But yeah, I could hear like some kind of reality TV. You know, they just have that
you
sound.
can, yeah.
And I was like, I wonder what that is, and I was meant to ask you, but I forgot. But it was too hot to handle.
Yeah, too hot to handle.
Jeez, okay.
It's actually
Why is that your? Have you seen it?
Too hot to handle.
Yeah.
I watched that one episode, and I was like, no.
Then where's that reaction? Cheese.
it's the name, I think,
Because the show itself.
and the show. Yeah. Do you know what the concept is of it?
I think. Did I watch one episode? Possibly. I don't know. I can't remember.
But so my reaction isn't that it's good, and my reaction is more so that Bez, is watching that show in particular.
I've watched the other 2 seasons, so I was like, you know what? It's popped up. Let me watch it.
What's the premise again?
So basically, they give you a pot of money. This season it's $200,000, and then for every you come on the show with the concept that you're going on I can't remember what the word is, but basically like you're going on to have fun sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then Paradise Island, something like that. Then they tell you then after the first like 18 hours when you're having fun, then you get to the party, you'll like then they tell you on too hot to handle. You're not allowed to have any form of sexual intercourse, any form of sexual contact, no kissing, no masturbation, no nothing. And anything you do gets taken away from the pot. So $3,000 for a kiss. Like I can't remember how much because no one's broken any rules yet, like sex or anything. So I can't remember how much they're worth. But these lot have lost a lot of money just through kissing. Like these lot have lost a lot of money.
I did watch the first episode of the first season. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, nah, this is just long and garbage, and these people need to control themselves and get the bag, man.
So I saw the synopsis, and like people were gassing about it on Twitter when the first season came out, and I was like, this sounds so stupid because I'm like, how do you not like? That's a lot of money, and I don't know none of you motherfuckers. Like
Yeah.
I just met you. Like it's okay, I can go without sleeping with you and kissing you and doing whatnot. Like I literally just met you, and it's like a period of a month or something. I can go a month without kissing a stranger.
But I feel like these lot who come on the show. I mean, I don't know how you live your life, but the way these lot come on the show, they're like
they're wild.
Yeah, one of the guys from South Africa, he's like, I'm basically an international playboy. I go around the world just to have sex with women. Like I've been to England, Ukraine, this place, USA, this place. They're kind of pointing all the different places in the world he's been just to have sex with women. And I feel like that's what they're all kind of on that way. Like the girls are like, yeah, I'm just here for fun. Any guy who actually wants me, it's not you, it's me. I'm not feeling it sort of thing.
Yeah. So I know I get it. They're the specific type of people.
Yeah.
Like obviously, it wouldn't be a shit if it was people like me on there. We just look at each other and be like,
100K?
Alright.
100K?
Do you know why this show would be good, though?
Literally,
The show would be
like-
good because it would just be good human interaction between people. Because
I am good vibes. You're right. But yeah, no, it would literally be like, alright, cool, let's just split this up. Like, we may as well split this now. Because like, we ain't gonna do nothing.
But then you get people like that in the show who like, I remember last season there was a guy who like, he was proper like, he was the accountant they called him because he did not want to lose any money, and any money that got lost, he shared like, oh that's, we got this left now. And then like when the girl, one of the hottest girls in the house actually stuck it on him, said, nah, I'm not losing any money. Got out of the pool sort of thing.
clap for this man.
My man,
This man knows what it's about, knows what life is
So they
about,
have
mate.
people like that on there, but then you have the people who
Who just
mad
don't
horny.
care about the money at all.
Like the girl came into the house. She was sitting on the guy's lap, and she's like, he's making me horny, and then they kissed. Straight after, it's like
These people have issues, man.
no control whatsoever.
They need to go to therapy, mate.
This is their
That was
therapy.
this is their therapy. But that was at Temptation Island. I was like, how? Like I kind of get the thing with Temptation Island though is that you are seeing like they are showing you like your partner potentially doing the madness as well, and that just pisses you off and makes you want to do it madness.
Yeah.
But also, early days, I was like, what is going on here? Like I feel you lot are playing too fast and too
You
loose.
literally just got in this place and you're like, see ya, and then you go over there, you're like, yeah, let's who wants it? Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
like it's literally like, oh baby, I love you so much. I'm gonna miss you so much. Oh my god, like I'm never gonna want to do anything to hurt you. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna respect our relationship. And it's like you get over there, and it's like, alright, who wants me to eat their ass? And it's like, nah, man, relax.
But yeah, these lot are wild. They basically minus spoiler. They've lost about over 100k,
Yeesh.
and this is one couple has lost this much.
Yeesh. Just. Oh my god.
The rest of the people just need to separate them. Like, just separate them. Just physically separate them. Hold them apart.
I'll be like, no more.
You know, like you sleep in different beds.
The
Like
worst part is, yeah, like if this person's so dope, after the show you have all the time in the world to beat them and do whatever.
they haven't even done that yet. They just kissed. That's it. They've lost that much because basically it was $3,000 first, and then they changed. And the woman said the little cone thing, like that speaker, said, because you lot are just breaking the rules so much, we're going to double the punishment. So now a kiss is $6,000.
And they just kept going.
And they still so basically
They just don't care.
they kissed 5 times in one night. So that was should have been 15k, but then it was 30k. And then they had to go into then they kissed again, I think, and then they had to go into a little like private room.
And it's a shared pot, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because last season when it ended, one person won it.
No, but I mean the one person wins the money.
Oh yeah.
But
it's
order pot, it's not like say every time it reduces. No,
Nah.
it's a shared
Yeah.
pot,
Everyone's
so
got
someone else
200k,
misses that.
and then if you kiss someone, that's coming out of all our pockets, sort of thing.
Squid Games.
Literally, I'm pretty sure in the first season, like in the first episode, they lost some money, and everyone who didn't do anything was annoyed. And was like, who was it? And the people who did it just didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's what they do a lot. So they'll be like, who did it? And then they'll just sit there like, they'll eventually be like, oh, it was me.
Squid Games.
Squid Game.
I ain't gonna lie, if that was me, I was in there.
I was like, what is it?
So
A bunk bed game. just kidding everyone.
At first,
Get the strobe light
Get the
going.
steak.
At first, I'll do what I say, where I'm just like, yeah, no, obviously, I'm just gonna keep myself to myself. I'll make some friends, I'll like chill, I'm doing my time, but I ain't kissing them, I ain't touching them, I ain't doing nothing. And then when people start fucking it up for me, that's when it turns into Squid Games. Yeah. Hunger Games, Squid Games, Battle Royale, like all of them man there.
All of them last man standing games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, so they went into a private room, and then basically they said, do you trust them, to the other house? They said, do you trust them to not break the rules?
No.
They all said yes.
Oh my god.
And then they kissed.
So they're all stupid.
So basically they had lost 57k, and they said, if you trust them, and they do not break the rules, we'll put it back to 200. If they do break the rules, you'll lose another 57k.
Oh my god, Squid Games!
And
Squid
they broke the rules
Games.
twice. So then they lost 57k, and then lost another 12k for kissing twice in the thing. So he lost like 69k.
I would wrap them up. I would be.
Like, are these
69,
people
no
rich or
diggity.
what? Like, what?
They must be. They're probably comfortable enough.
Some of them are, yeah.
Nah, man, there's too much money still. I don't
They're
care.
probably comfortable enough that it doesn't matter. Especially if you've got time to go on reality TV shows like this.
That's what I always think about reality TV shows. I'm like, these lot must have like, either they got time or they just haven't. The jobs they have, then they can come back to. I've like, if
There should be stakes. If they have enough money and they don't care about the money, then there's no stakes. Like,
That's true.
that is a good point. Yeah, there's got nothing
There
to
should
lose.
be like, it should be like, I'm supposed to get me out of here. There should be punishments as well. So like, instead of just losing, like, so yeah, you lose the money, but also now you have to eat this chocolate covered like insects or something.
The intestine, like eyeball
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh yeah, like all of that stuff. So then, or even take away the money aspect of it and just put that in. I would have watched that.
That
shit.
I mean, that they would
I would've
probably.
watched that shit.
I feel like they would be more inclined to not do it if they did that.
Yeah.
Whereas the money concept, they
Because that's the actual punishment.
are there even shows like that anymore? Where it's like, there's
Only
punishment.
I'm a Celebrity still goes on.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
But it's because it's not really a punishment because they're taking away something you don't
You have,
yeah.
Yeah.
You're not taking it out of your own pocket.
Nah, it's just like, alright, so it's this imaginary 200.
They should all have to put money into the pot in the beginning.
Then
that would be F. Because then you could say
definitely Squid Game then.
then you can say that whoever wins all the money. So then it's like a gambling thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose your money. But also when people are like in a way, it's actually your money that's
You're actually feeling that, like 57k gone from your own pocket, like
yeah, you're like, what? So it doesn't even need to be that. Yeah, I mean, if it's gonna be normal people, it's never gonna be 57k. But so it doesn't even need to be that much. Just like say you could get people to put £1,000 in. That's still quite highbrow. There's no way.
Yeah, 10 of them, 10. But I feel like that's not aesthetically pleasing enough. Like, ooh, you win 10 bags. Whereas like I feel like people watching it, it's not gonna bring in enough people. It's 200k.
Alright, so alright, cool. So then say
if you win, we triple your money, or we
add some money onto it or
I was
something.
gonna say something like that, or like
whatever the final prize be.
if you keep the 10 bags intact, for example, if you keep the 10 bags intact, we'll add 90 and make it 100.
Yeah.
But if it goes down, then you just get the pot or something.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like that would be really tense, because then I feel like it would be like, they'll be really, really good. They'll
beef.
be really
It would actually
good.
beef.
And then if someone fucked up, it would be beef, because it's like, yo, we could have, one of us could have left here with 100k.
Yeah.
And now we're leaving here with less than.
Yeah.
Much less than.
We're copywriting this idea just in case anyone's listening. We're doing this ourselves.
No, we should do.
But yeah, other than that, I've been watching Super Crooks. I finished that now, which was
stuff.
pretty good. I saw the bit where they brought in the Jupiter's Legacy bit people as well.
Yeah, literally. I was like, I didn't realize that they were going to be still alive, because they were talking like it was in the past.
Yeah.
But then, like, literally all of the guys who were from the show, like in Jupiter's Legacy, were just there.
Yeah.
If you're going to fan service, you got fan service.
I mean, it's not very good fans. I mean, I guess for the comics, it's good fan service. For the TV shows,
Jupiter's Legacy got cancelled.
yeah, because it wasn't good.
Yeah. And then I finally finished Homeland, which was long. And then I started watching Afterlife, with a new show with Ricky Gervais. And yeah, that's about it. I watched quite a bit this week. I started watching Peacemaker as well.
Bloody hell, mate.
Peacemaker.
Do you know what
Did you
Peacemaker
do
is?
any work, mate? Shall I call out your
This
boss?
was after work,
Shall I call out your boss?
between 11 and 12.
Did you watch Suicide Squad?
Second one.
No.
The new one.
No.
So but you know about the Peacemaker show?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
John Cena.
I didn't watch the end credit scene, so I didn't even know he was alive. I was
Yeah.
like, they're making a show about a guy who's.
Spoiler alert.
Oh God, sorry. Sorry.
I'm looking at him like, yo, you just asked me if I saw this video. You just asked me if I saw this video and decided to just go.
No, it's because the thought just popped into my head, and I was like, let me just speak.
Alright, I see how it is, fam. Anyway, what have I been watching? Basically, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's pretty much it. Like,
You breezed through it though.
I breezed through, like, so I was watching. What was I watching? Oh, I was watching Stardust Crusaders last episode, and then I was slowly going through that, because I'd seen a lot of it already, so I was just slowly going through it. But then I got to a bit where I hadn't seen, and I just started breezing through, because I was like, yeah, that's dope.
I didn't ask you about the episode when they're playing the video games.
Yeah.
That was like one of my favourite ones.
Yeah, that one's fine.
Are you cheating? No.
How is this like? And he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go like to the left. I'm gonna hit it to the left or whatever. Oh no, I'm gonna throw this kind of ball. And I was like, and you're telling me that you're gonna throw, because they were playing baseball. It's like, you're telling me you're gonna throw the ball straight down the middle. Yes.
So the guy's stand allows you to see your inner thoughts. So when you ask a yes/no question, so he's asking a question. Yes. That's the inner thought. Then he throws a forkball, and he's like,
What?
"You're cheating." Yes. How? No comment.
Have you tampered with the game? No. It was jokes.
It's so like over the top and high. It was just sick.
Wait, so the guy who was losing was reading the other guy's inner thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay, that's jokes. But he was just doing the opposite of what he was saying.
So
Well, not the opposite, but just doing something different.
he was doing something different, but basically what it was someone else was controlling. So he was saying, I'm going to throw a straight ball, but he wasn't throwing anything, because he wasn't controlling the controller.
I see.
Someone else was controlling the controller, basically kind of underneath the table, I should say, without going too deep into it. So then, yeah, you go, I'll do straight, the person underneath would be like, oh, okay, I hear that, I'm going to do something else then. And then the guy who's reading his mind is going to be like, but I can read his mind, he's saying he's going to do it straight, so I'm just going to assume he's doing it straight, and then it'll be like a next thing. And then he's going crazy. He couldn't figure out what was going on.
This reminds me of something, but I can't think what. Anyways.
I feel like it might be like a Kakiguri type of thing. I feel like something similar happened in that.
Actually, probably.
Yeah, that does ring a bell, yeah.
But
Or like a Death, what's it? Death Billiards?
Death
The
Billiards.
other one, Death Parade.
Death Parade.
I feel like something like that happened in there as well. I mean, that show was wild,
good
but
chance,
yeah.
good chance. Yeah. But yeah, so I was watching that, and then I moved on to Diamond is Unbreakable, and then that vibe was just so different. Like, because that was more like a slice of life than anything. I don't know if, well, I guess you haven't seen any JoJo Can.
Nope.
But Diamond is Unbreakable, like, it's almost like a complete genre shift. Like, it's very, very slice of lifey. And that just, I don't know, you don't know I like a good slice of life, you know, a little sound euphonium and all that, a little Yuri. They're just so watchable to me, like, it's just like, just people living life, like, I hear it. Like,
It's very enjoyable.
good stuff, like, a couple fights here and there, but it's mostly just people just chilling and getting about their life in their town.
What was the baddie's name in that one again? I really like the baddie.
Kira, his last name's Kira, I can't remember his name.
Yoshihiro Kira or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, I really liked him.
Yoshikage Kira.
Yeah, I really liked him. He's just there in his suit, he's so casual.
Like, I'm gonna live a peaceful life, a life of tranquility. Like, he was like, what about that? He was serial killer. Oh man, I think the ending of that was so dumb, though. I don't know if you remember this, Spence, but Josuke and Kira are fighting around the corner.
Yeah.
And Kira kills what's his face? I can't remember his name. I literally just watched this the other day and I can't remember his name. But Kira kills basically one of the sidekicks.
Well, the bald guy. It was the bald guy, wasn't
It
it?
wasn't the bald guy. He had hair.
The one that he had like things around his eyes.
Yeah, around his eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had hair. Yeah, so Kira kills him. And Okuyasu, that's his name. So Kira kills him, and then Jojo or Josuke, whatever you want to call him, is like, Okuyasu! Screams top of his lungs, and the camera just pans around the corner to Jotaro, and he turns, and like the guy he's with is like, "What's wrong, Jotaro?" And he's like, "Because it's raining." He's like, "Nothing. I just thought the rain sounded like Josuke." And then they keep having a conversation, and that was the most blatant, like, kind of like, we need to keep this guy out of the fight that I've ever seen in like a shonen. It was just like, this fight would, if he heard that, this fight would be over in like 30
He's
seconds.
so OP.
But we need to drag this out for a couple more episodes so he can't come just yet. So no, I thought the rain sounded like Josuke. It was like, okay. Great.
Wait, so Jotaro was a main character of a previous season?
Jotaro, main character of
Second
Stardust
season.
Crusaders.
First season.
Third.
Second.
No, it's book 3.
Is it book 3? No, but then the first season had 2 books in it, didn't it?
Yeah. No, but the season's weird, isn't it? They're like technically different series.
Is it 2 seasons technically,
So,
but they
yeah.
put it into one on Netflix?
So the first series has 2 seasons, and the 2 seasons are split by books.
Right, okay.
And then Stardust Crusaders is 1 book split into 2 it's split into 2 seasons, but it's 1 series.
Right.
It's just like, yeah, it's weird. But yeah, Jotaro is book 3. And yeah, he's the main character, but then he shows up in book 4, and he's in book 5 as well, to be fair. But it's because it depends how much the time skip is. Between like 1 and 2, or like a good 50 years or something like that. Between 2 and 3, I think it was about 30 or 40, something like that. And then between 3 and 4, it was about 10. And then between 4 and 5 is 2. So like the time skip is getting shorter. So then the other JoJos are still kind of active and about.
I see.
Was it only 10 years between? Because I think
Yeah,
he went
'cause he's-
old.
Who?
Joseph.
Joseph,
Yeah.
He was still alive. He was old before, remember?
Yeah, but then he went
The
like.
whole entire time, Jotaro was calling him old man.
Yeah, but then he
whole
went
entire
like
time.
old to old. Like he was like all, like hunched over with the walking stick
But he's
and.
still alive.
Yeah,
10 years.
I would have thought that he was like maybe 90.
It was 75, they said.
Oh, okay, and then yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he was probably like 60 something before.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes. He looked old after 75.
Well,
He did not look.
they had to nerf him.
Yeah, that's true.
Because again, he didn't do anything of note, and then it would be like, if he was, then it'd be like, why is this JoJo, this all-powerful JoJo?
He wasn't that
Jesus.
powerful. He had his hormones still.
He had his hormone, and he had Hermit Purple
Purple.
that could help. It could contribute.
Yeah.
This show, it's still the wildest thing to me. I'm like, whenever I hear people talk about this show, I'm like, oh, it's
so good.
It's
I
so
might
long.
rewatch it. It's actually so
Freaking
good.
Harmon and stands and whatnot. I'm
It's
like,
so calm. It's actually so good. Like, you have to watch it. It's like, it's got so much to it. It's sometimes when like, there's too much going on, but I'm just like, it's good. Like, when you understand it all, it's just so good.
Oh my god.
That
There's like just Joseph. Like they're so over like their catchphrases in the book 3 season. And he's just, oh my
god.
and
It's like, oh shit. I don't think I've ever seen that song shot like that anime.
the things you said like good grief.
Yummy. Oh man, yeah. And it's just too much, and you've got Dio, and you've got like, yeah, it's a wild world that the guys like built.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. Again, cars always trying to mess up the vibe. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, other than that, I think that's basically it. I've just been watching that and playing Far Cry 6, taking my sweet time with that game. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man.
How deep are you in the Giorgio season?
Only like 2 or 3 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Giorno.
Yeah, he's Jojo, but his name's
He's Dio's son or something, isn't he?
Dio's son. Yeah, and his name starts with G instead of J. Giorno Shibani, something like that.
That was a good season as well. I like that season.
I like it so far. What I like about it as well is that each JoJo has a different personality.
Very
Like,
different.
distinct personality.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, it's quite cool. Like, I'm like, okay, cool, I see it. And you can kind of see,
Do people actually call them JoJo?
so not as much. So like in the first 2 books with Joseph and Jonathan, every other word is Jojo. But by book 3, I think in book 3, I think Joseph is called Jojo more than Jotaro is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm actually pretty certain about that.
Yeah. I don't remember Jotaro being called Jojo.
Wait, you said in book 3, Joseph. Which one's the main one in book 3?
Jotaro is the main one in book 3.
And Joseph was.
Joseph was old. But
He's
he
the
was still
second.
there.
Oh, but
Sorry.
Wait,
So
was
book-
Joseph
Book
into-
1 is Jonathan.
yeah.
Book 2 is Joseph.
Okay.
Book 3 is Jotaro, but Joseph is there.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then book 4 is Josuke, but Joseph and Jotaro are there.
Okay.
And then book 5.
And you said in
Gio.
book 3, Joseph is called Jojo more than Jotaro.
Yes.
But doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, I mean,
In real life,
language-wise, it
like,
does make
yeah.
sense, yeah.
Because if someone's Jojo already, you're not going to come and be Jojo.
Yeah, you could call the young one Jojo. But to be fair, they meet, like, a lot of people meet them, and they call Joseph Jojo, and they call Jotaro.
I see. Interesting.
But it's because, but again, I do think it's the president of, this is my nickname, not yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
still here, I'm still here.
I'm still here. Like, yeah, like if I'm gonna, like for example, if, say we both have the same nickname, and I'm the older one, and I'm the original of that nickname, or the second in line of that nickname, like, and we both meet someone at the same time, like I feel like I have the right to be like, I'm Jojo, and this is my grandson Jojo, kind of thing. Yeah, so that's how it was. But yeah, I'm literally gonna watch some more after we wrap this up. So let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up then.
But yeah, as usual, make sure you hit us up on the Twitter at 5 Letters Podcast, Instagram, same thing at 5 Letters Podcast. That's the number 5. Make sure you find us on YouTube as well under the same thing. Everything's 5 Letters Podcast. Anywhere you need to find us, we're there, and just search 5 Letters Podcast will pop up. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. I don't really have anything else to say unless you lot do.
Catch us back in 2 weeks.
Catch us back here in 2 weeks for episode 35. We're halfway to 70. Can you imagine?
No.
Just random numbers. But yeah, catch us back here in 2 weeks' time for episode 35. I think what we're going to play now is DW and Danny Bird. DW and Danny Bird. Tracking title is Selector. And this is the VIP mix. Do you know what? We played drum and bass last week. So we're gonna play some jungle. Let's take it back to the roots and B&B, and let's try a thing. Let's try a thing. Let us know what you're feeling for this. This one's Selector the VIP mix. Peace.
Selector.
DJ with a conseil d'or. My nigga that DJ with a conseil d'or. Nigga that DJ with a conseil d'or. My nigga that DJ with a conseil d'or. Selector.